Hello, everyone. Hey, Robin. Welcome to the Friday night block party. It's a late night sipping, so I'm in my jammies because I'm gonna be comfortable tonight. Um, whew. Deep breath. Everything is wonderful, wonderful. So, before we get started, I wanted to show you what we're going to be working on tonight. Last night I did a live and I finished the baby quilt that I worked on during quilt camp. Get my thoughts together. Hold on, take a drink. All right, and it turned out wonderful. So I'm just going to pop it on the screen here. Let me see how I can work it out. I'm just going to share my screen and show it to you guys. Okay, let's see. Let me see if you guys can see that. Hold on, add to the thing. There we go. And so, did she love it? I don't know. I'm actually going to say yes, but I ended up not being able to attend the baby shower. So there's that. It was a rough night. My daughter wasn't feeling well. I wasn't feeling well. And so I ended up not being able to work. This was a baby shower at school where I substitute. And so anyway, that being said, I decided I wanted to try this pattern again. It's so simple. And here's the thing. I don't know if you guys could hear me while I was showing that. Let me put my mic on. I'm just going to assume you couldn't hear me while I had that on the screen, but yeah, so it was a rough night. Me and my daughter, we were up all night. She wasn't feeling well. I wasn't feeling well after the live. It's so heavy. It just keeps falling forward. I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to stick it up here. And anyway, so yeah, so I decided I want to try this pattern again. Still kind of like a children's theme, or at least fabric. So tonight I'm making, let me bring it in a little bit closer. I'm making the same exact pattern. Just so I'm going to switch up the colors. I'm doing different colors, which I think will be great. And these are the 3 blocks that I've made so far. Yeah, so I haven't been able to do as much today as I would have liked. I spent the most of the day recovering from being awake all night, but you know, it happens. Old people problems. Old people problems. Robin says, "Oh no, I hope you're feeling better." I am feeling better. I got some muscle relaxers to kind of just loosen up my back a little bit, and I'm going to work on having really great posture tonight while I'm sewing, and everything is going to be just fine, just great. But anyway, so let me explain what I have. I have these 8-inch squares, and they're in a variety of colors. And so I've just chosen a few of them that I think will work great with these butterfly prints. Okay. And I'm just going to, at random, put one cut through. I'm going to say I'll do maybe 5 to 6 at a time. Sew in a strip. I have my strips right here. of different fabrics, sew in a strip, and trim it up. It's that simple. It's very, oops, I hit the camera. It's very beginner friendly, and I'm excited to show it to you guys and make another quilt. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. And it seems like I'm having an issue with my other camera. Let's see. Are we still? Okay. Yes. Now we're back. So you guys can see kind of what I'm doing. All right. So let's just switch to this view. Okay. You know, that feels a little blurry. I think I might have something on the lens. Fingerprints. I'm just going to wipe that really quick. That looks great, doesn't it? Yeah, better. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start up some music and start sewing. And it looks like Jackie is here. Nate is here. Welcome, everybody. So glad to see you. Welcome to Friday night. The late night sip and sew. Get your drinks. I am actually drinking tea, but we're gonna pretend that this is wine, and that's just because I'm on a little bit of muscle relaxers, and we don't want to mix alcohol with the with the medication. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you're drinking. If you're having a drink, maybe you're sewing, maybe you're crocheting. Lots of different things that we are choosing to do out there. I'm so glad to see you all. Okay, so I'm going to move all of this aside. And basically, so I'm just pulling any color out of here. And I've already sliced this up. For you guys who are, Robin says, I think I'll go get coffee. Just joining us, I did show on the screen what I'm working on. And you know what I want to do? I want to see if I'm going to create a screen really quick. What is this? Where maybe you can see me and see the, so stay with me. Stay with me 1 second while I get this worked out. I don't know if it's going to work. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I am just going to okay. So I'm pretty sure, like I didn't even bother talking because I'm pretty sure when I put the baby quilt up on the screen, you couldn't hear me. So that being said, I hope you all got a glimpse at it. I'll just periodically put it up for people to kind of show them what we're working on, what we're doing. I'm creating a quilt that's going to be very similar. Okay. Very similar to the baby quilt that I did, where I'm just basically inserting a little line in the middle. Very simple, very basic, but it looks so nice and so modern. I still think that this would be a quilt just based on the colors and the fabric choice for a little girl or a younger child. But anyway, you guys give me your thoughts later. Donna says, cute. Welcome, Donna. So glad to see you. And she's saying, hey, peeps. Yeah, so it looks like we definitely have Renee, Robin, Jackie, Donna in the house. So wonderful to see you. Let me work on making the comments a little bigger for you guys so you can see them. That always helps. And I'm just going to get some music going and get sewing. So let's see. Where's my music? It's right here. And here we go.
Okay, bitch, check this. I know bringing me down is a part of your checklist, but you can't cause I'm feisty. You mad in the corner, I'm here sipping iced tea. So many bitches wanna down me. On the way to the top, can't reach, can't find me. Over here, hooks. Okay, boy, let's talk about it. I know you snitch, don't think I forgot, bitch. Now I'm coming for your neck. Gotta kill one just to keep them other ones in check. So many people wanna down. Nah, I'll be on the G5, rocking some knee highs. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Just flow. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Just better catch my.
Oops. All right, so let's see. All right, it looks like going back to the comments, Jackie is drinking lemonade right now. She's adulting, as is Donna. So she says, I'm drinking ginger ale, no wine tonight because I have to get up early With the chickens and go to work. Yeah, so we got a couple of people adulting tonight. No alcoholic beverages. So I'm not alone. I'm not alone. We are choosing to drink responsibly and not alcohol. Lemonade, ginger ale, tea. I'm drinking my tea in a wine glass, so I still feel a little, awesome. Donna says that, love that sober sipping. And yes, Jackie says we're adulting. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. So the only thing that is slightly difficult about this block, and it's not even really difficult, it's just a matter of figuring it out, is because we are going on a angle here, you just have to figure out where to put the other half of the square once you're getting ready to sew it. So see how this kind of lines up with the other one. Yeah, that's the only thing that's a little bit difficult about this, but it's not even like hard at all. So I'll kind of explain what I'm doing. So when I bring it together, I look here to see if I line it up right here, is it kind of flush with the other one? Let's get a ruler so you can see that. See? I'm trying to make sure those two line up together. But of course, I'm not sewing it like this. I'm sewing it the other way, like this. So I have to flip it over and kind of just maintain that integrity of the seam line. And so that's why you might see me just being a little bit fiddly with it once I decide where I'm going to sew it on. And here's the thing, if I'm a little off, that is fine, because I'm going to trim these down. Right now the blocks are 6-inch block. I'm going to trim them down to 5 3/4. Okay. We're going to bring our ironing board back over here. Okay. And again, so I'm going to go back and trim these up. So this one is a little off. I just want to point that out. It's a little less than 1/4 off. See how the this part of the square is up here, and then this part is down here. So with quilting, you do have to be precise. And so what will happen is, I'm not going to do the trimming tonight because I'm not even going to be, close to finishing this one. I have in the past, depending on how bad it is, if I notice that it's off like that, I will take it apart and resew it. But not tonight, not now. Like I said, I'm going to trim these down 1/4 inch anyway. So The first time I did this technique, um, I did learn a way to match them up using I guess you'd call it like a fabric pencil, where you put a little line here and then you work to um, line up that line. But that's just a lot of work for me, so I'd rather not do that. I'm going to show you on my table here really quick how this like breaks out and what makes it so pretty. It's just the randomness of the lines. It's just such a modern feeling for the quilt, right? So look at that. Well, obviously, so when it comes to placing it, I probably wouldn't have two blues next to each other, but it's funny. These are butterflies. I know it might be hard to see, but like as I'm looking at the camera, they look a little like polka dots, but I'll show you. Here's some of the butterflies. Colorful. All right. So our first 6 blocks are done. All right, we'll make maybe another 6 more and take it to the floor, lay it out so you can see what it looks like when it comes together. All right. As it starts to come together, obviously. The thing that I love about these blocks is they're so simple. So simple, so quick. So, getting my cutting board back over here and my strips. I'm just going to flip these over so they're all facing right sides up. And I think what I'll do is I'll do another 6 more. And then that way we'll have 2 rows of 6. Alright, so again, random with my cut. I could go, it doesn't really matter. I just try not to have it like parallel to the floor. Just gonna grab one strip.
Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Just better catch my.
And just so I can keep them same, I'm gonna remember that the glue is the very first thing in this, even though I'm ironing it in the reverse order. Okay, so what I was explaining is I started with this glue. So when I go to put these together, this butterfly should match up to these butterflies up to this fabric. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't, but it's one of those I just like to kind of put together. So this snake here. See how that butterfly is like just separated by a little.
You may be facing tribulation, but don't let it get you down. What I'm saying may take patience, but you're gonna make it out. I scratch my own 2 feet to pull you to safety. When the fires are burning, burning like crazy.
Okay, and this one is a little off. Okay, and again, that's okay because I'm gonna trim these off. I'm gonna trim them down, quarter bit. You come behind me.
I'm so clean, look at me go, yeah, get on my team. Been on a roll, I got what I need. Look at me, I go, look at me, I go in. Damn, I'm pro, I'm so clean. Look at me, I'm so fresh, so clean. Bringing it on, stack it with ease. Look at me, I go, look at me, I go. Ay. You know it's going down right now. Ay. Yeah, we about to turn it up. One time for the one time. Ay. Talk that talk for me one time. Me and you another same, that's no lie. Different shit, I be putting it in motion. I got it stacked to the rim, ay. All I do is touch that rim, ay. And get a cut from the wind, ay. And we ain't nothing like them, ay. Yeah, that's really in my DNA. Yeah, damn, I'm cold, I'm so clean. Look at me
There's
go,
stack
yeah,
this
get on my
time.
team. Been on a
And I mean, we're really only a half an hour
look
here.
at me, I go
So
in.
that's
Damn,
not
I'm
too long.
cold, I'm so clean. Look at me, I'm so fresh, so clean. Bringing it on, stack it with ease. Look at me, I anything I do better than you
Okay, so I
notice.
see
Every time I pull up, yeah, they notice. I stand up for the
comments
crowd, know
that
you want
came
some of this. From the
in.
top to the bottom, yeah, I got it going on. Bust
Let
down,
me
baby,
see.
yeah, the money hella long.
Oops,
I be putting
not
in
what I
the
meant
work,
to
girl,
do.
you see it paying off. See the
Oh,
clothes, see the
wrong,
fit, laying
wrong
low, go
button.
beyond. All I do is
All
serve
right,
out, ayy.
Robin says you have
Then get a
problems
cup from the
trying
well,
your
ayy.
friend to use
And we ain't nothing like
team.
them, ayy. And it's
So,
really in my DNA. Damn, I'm cold,
oh,
I'm so clean. Look at me go, yeah, get on my
clicking the
team.
wrong
Been
button.
on a roll, I got
These
what I
buttons look
need.
similar.
Look at me, I go, look at me, I
So,
go.
yes, I
Damn, I'm
ran into
cold,
problems
I'm
with
so
Panasonic.
clean.
My
Look at me,
cordless
I'm so
didn't
fresh,
stop
so
working.
clean. Bringing it on,
That was
staying
probably
with
like
me.
3 weeks
Look at
ago.
me, I
I
go,
was
look
saying
at
I
me,
was
I
going to
go.
call Panasonic to see about the warranty, but I haven't done it. I just set it aside. Borrowed this iron from my mom and kept moving. That's a little frustrating. I wonder why yours isn't steaming though. All right, so wait a minute. It looks like we have somebody new. Oh, hold on, guys. Let me get my um stuff up on the screen here. Marissa Crafts, welcome, 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 welcome. New to your channel, new to my channel. So glad to have you. I'm B with Oh So Happy, and every Friday night we get together and sew something or do something quilty. And tonight we're working on Robin says hi. Hello, Marissa. Tonight we're working on a pattern that's very similar to the baby quilt I just made. I'm going to pop it on the screen. You guys, I'm not going to talk because you won't be able to hear me. I've learned that much. But I just want you guys to be able to see it. So here we All right, and so while I had that on the screen, I've just came over and started laying out the blocks that we do have on the floor. So you guys can kind of see what that looks like as the one that we're working on tonight comes together. So I actually feel like I don't have enough blocks to really, I guess, give it a go. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to sew up a few more, and then we'll go over and kind of lay them down so you can see it. But just starting that, I mean, it's so modern. It's so, I don't know. I love it. I love the different colors. So, any old way, just heading back to the comments. Again, just exchanges of hello. Uh, so, Marissa, we'd love to have you and see you back every Friday when we're here. Last night I did a random live while I worked on the baby quilt for Josiah because it was due earlier today. And yeah, so I'm just gonna get back to sewing, get the music going again, and sew. So let's see, what do we have now?
Okay, bitch, check this. I know bringing me down is a part of your checklist, but you can't cause I'm feisty. You mad in the corner, I'm here sipping iced tea. So many bitches wanna down me. On the way to the top, can't reach, can't find me. Better chill with them looks. AK over here on the beats, making hits with hooks.
me.
Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Just better catch my flow. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Just better catch my.
Cactus is so nice. I love the little butterflies. I know they're so cute. They are so cute. And I love how they kind of just look like flowers from a distance. Colorful it is. I love it. Look at that. So, Marissa, tell us about you. Are you a quilter? Do you crochet? Maybe knit? There's so many things that are really hot and trending. We'd love to hear from you what you are going through.
I came from the bottom, my hands strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me try to catch me howling at the moon. When it rains, it pours. Water's up to my chin. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it. Many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hope they won't shoot me down soon. They say no to sleepless when the sun rises, when the sun
Which I don't exactly know where it is right this moment. Still have not fully unpacked from Quilt Camp. Speaking of which, it's actually Quilt Con this weekend in North Carolina. I'm so glad I'm out there. I have a couple of groups that I'm a part of that will be singing this. So I casually. some of the people who might be watching this are currently recovering from a day of walking and prayer, conference center. You just iron.
Every single day I feel the pressure. Double up the work, let's make it extra. Working so my mother get a rest, yeah. Working like I never knew I'm blessed, yeah. Every single day I feel the pressure. Diamonds in my eyes, I know I'm special. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up.
And
Ain't nobody on me shooting in the gym. So it's been on me, I always gotta boom. Everybody eat before I got my fill. Ooh, keep it real, ooh, yeah. I got my family in a plan B. If I don't get it, then we don't eat. I feel the pressure, but I'm not weak. I just need you to understand me. So she made I got it. I'm never out of pocket. We ain't never playing tag. You diamonds on the Scotty. Only seeing green, no wonder why I never stopped it. While you turning up, I just go up. I'm like a rocket, yeah. While you turning up, I just go up. I'm like a rocket, yeah.
okay, so again, I just want to show you
Every
what
single
it looks like when we have success as far as lining the fabric back up where we see that,
working like I never knew I'm
that butterfly right there, blue one, right here on the machine. So I don't get lucky that every single time, but I try my best. And that's just it. So just checking back in on the time. I feel like it's only been about 20 minutes that it took me to do these 6 or 7. Let's iron them in.
It's been so long I didn't see you on mine. You changed a lot, you look a different guy. I can't stop thinking about you since last night. Do you feel the same, feel the same, feel the same, feel the same? Imagine if we did it right. Yeah, I feel like we could be so tight. We can fix it, it's gonna be alright. Do you feel me, baby? Look in my eyes, into my heart. I know I'm everything you pray for, my love. Been waiting too long to find in the one. I would do everything you ask in my love. Look in my eyes, I know we need time. I know I'm everything you pray for, my love. Been waiting too long to find in the one. I would do everything you ask in my love. Yeah, we were kids, baby, the time flew by. I mean, when did it really add up fine? We were never really said goodbye. I can see your face, your face, your face, your face. We just need some peace of mind. I got a feeling we will be alright. I wanna live with you by your side. Do you feel the same? Look in my eyes,
Hey, Sean. So good to see you. Hold on. I'm not miss anything in the comments. All right, Marissa says, very little knit and sewing. I want to learn how to do quilts. Lovely. You are in the right place. And I do embroidery paper craft. Oh, okay, embroidery. You have to explain that a little bit more. I'm not familiar. I'm just learning embroidery. Most of embroidery. But yeah, so April says giving my project another try. Fingers crossed I don't nod off as fast as yesterday. Girl, don't I know? But I slept all day. I had literally, I would have rather gotten it was a rough night. And Julie says, I finally made it. Hey, everyone. Happy Friday. It was so good to see you back in the house. Welcome. All right. Okay, I cover everything, and I did notice that when Sean has a phone channel, and I out on Sunday, it was a little travel bag. I love that. Anyway, so I'm gonna switch to the other green, and you guys can see how I lay it out.
I'm a provider. Tell the amateurs saying they lane ain't no outsider. Bought a mansion in LA, right next to Mariah. Write a song, get filthy paid, price going high. Yeah, I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Since they paid to see a show, got the sauce overflow. Yeah, if I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Watching me to take no razor close to the goal. Yeah, if I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Since they paid to see a show, got the sauce overflow. Yeah, if I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Watching me to take no razor close to the goal. Yeah. It takes a lot to be the best.
All right. I love that. I'm just again trying to do it a little bit random. But look at that. I'm definitely going to throw some pops of white in there, like strips of white. So, yeah, it does not take long at all to start putting together. We have a lot of hellos in the comments. Let me oops, go back to what I may have missed. So, April was asking, is this the same pattern? I love the different process. Yes, it is the same pattern. For those of you that just joined, I'm going to show in just a minute the baby quilt that I finished yesterday. I just decided to do it again. It was so much fun. I was loving it. Sean says the blocks are beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much coming from you. Jules says two blocks. Can't wait to get all put together. And Robin. I am just so excited that you guys show each other so much love in the comments. Julie says it reminds her of Pickup Sticks, a game she used to play as a child. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to just share my screen really quick so that you guys can see the baby quilt that I just finished for baby Josiah, who is due next week. So there we go. Okay, so that was a quilt that I worked on at my local guild quilt camp last week, and so a lady asked me today how many hours. Honestly, I couldn't say. I know that we were live last night finishing it up. I finished the last couple of letters for the applique. Quilted it, sandwiched it, quilted it, and then did the binding. And that part took me about 3 hours minus the time that I had to help my daughter because she made a little brief appearance last night. She had an early evening meltdown and it wore her out. Not only did it wear me out, you know how mom used to say, this hurts me more than it hurts you? Yeah. I was worn out too, but I had work to do. She went to sleep. And so I'm going to say around 10 o'clock or so, she woke up and was like, what happened to dinner? And I was like, you slept through dinner, girlfriend. So I had to fix her some food. I did that for a little while and then got back to sewing. So, all right. So Julie says, beautiful, another fairly heirloom to be enjoyed for generations. Josiah will love it. Thank you. Thank you. Julie says, I thought the same thing. I think it's a great name for a quilt. Oh, yeah, indeed. I got a little bit of help. I couldn't figure out what font I wanted to go with for the name. Well, anyway, it worked out. A friend helped me, one of my besties helped me figure out that printed font would work really nice with the modern look of the quilt. So anyway, all fun. I love making gifts for people. This lady who's going out on maternity leave, I'm a substitute teacher. I'm actually going to be subbing for her while she's out. Looks like there's a little nostalgia and reminiscing in the comments. Robin says, pick up sticks. So yeah, maybe we have a name for this quilt, pickup sticks. That just matches perfectly. So anyway, let's see, let's cut these up. I like doing several of them at a time, but I also have to acknowledge that my rotary cutter has its limits. So, all right. I just want to do like 2 more stacks. So I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on this rotary cutter as I attempt to go through like 8 or 9 layers. Here we go. Let's get some music going. I have got to work on my playlist so that I have more playlists so I don't have to go song by song. I love this one though. And I don't think I've heard it today.
Much sorrow comes from women who know not honor and truth.
All right. I lost my theme a little bit, y'all. So that's going to be a redo. Let's do it.
You said that you would treat me right, boy. Say you would be right by my side, boy. Tell me where were you tonight? You've been messing around with a different crowd and you don't wanna be found. You said that you would treat me right, boy. Say you would be right by my side, boy. Tell me where were you tonight? You've been messing around with a different crowd and you don't wanna be found.
Friday night, you should be at home with the wifey and the kids, right? But when the homies call, he's out the door saying it's gonna be lit tonight. And now you're stressing, sending out texts without the ex like it's a fight. Cause you always start screw, but it turns out left and you thought it was Mr. Right. Nope, you're never gonna let up. Cause he let down, girl, get you fed up. Never let him get you down, girl, I said get out. Put on them shoes that make your body hella. Let him see that it will never get better than you. Never could weather the storm that you brew. Baby, you know what I'm saying is true. Never remember that boy is a fool. The things that you said don't mean a thing, that's what she don't leave. Get that in your head, she don't need Gucci, she easy to please. The things that you said don't mean a thing, and I think maybe you should just leave.
You said that you would treat me right, boy. Say you would be right by my side, boy. But tell me where were you tonight? You've been messing around with a different crowd and you don't wanna be found. You said that you would treat me right, boy. Say you would be right by my side, boy. But tell me where were you tonight? You've been messing around with a different crowd and you don't wanna be found.
She don't want no drama, but she ain't the type to let it go. If you don't really want it, then man, you should let her know. Now she ain't playing around, get that in your head. Thinking about you, thinking about all of the things that you said. Thinking about all of that, all of that, all of that.
I don't want no drama, but I'm not the type to let it go. I don't really want this, no, I'm not part of your show. I don't play around,
Again,
get that in your head, things that you said. Then maybe you should just leave. You know you didn't treat me right, boy. I know you never by my side, boy. But I don't care about you tonight. You can mess around with a different crowd, cause it's over now. You said that you would treat me right, boy. Say you would be right by my side, boy. But tell me where are you tonight? You've been messing around with a different crowd and you don't wanna be found.
all right. Some stuff going on in the comments. I don't want to miss that. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like we have a. Oh, Pat is here. Hold on. What's going on? Okay. Pat says, I'm sipping, but I'm not sewing. Just watching you count. It absolutely counts. It absolutely counts. And Julie, good evening, welcome to the channel. Thursday on Friday night, just getting it in, sewing, real kitchen, one song. It says it does that. Yeah. And hi, Julie. And I'll understand hello to everyone. And it says watch and learn. And then Pat says, how about that knitting needle? There was a little tutorial at Quilt Camp, I remember, about knitting. And April says, wonderful, wonderful. This is going to be bigger. Yes, Robin, I am going to just put this fabric I had, I want to say about a yard and a half. So I can't remember where I picked this up. I want to say that's the last one. And so I'm just going to work with what I have. I'm going to I run out of fabric. I'm making blocks. I'm going to switch over to the floor view so you guys who are new here see what we're doing. Let's see. We are making a quilt with, I want to see what's going to be, we have 15 blocks so far. And yeah, it's really big. And then Miss Joy, hello, beautiful family in the chat. We're having social you just hanging out, having a good time, playing, laughing, thinking about how, back in the day, when we were younger, right? I did a live last night, and then after that night, like, back to the problem. Let me turn down the music. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so sometimes I get different levels when it switches songs and it interrupts. And it's hard for me because I can't tell that there's the music is cutting in on the talking, but thank you so much for letting me know in the comments, Julie. She says much better. Thank you so much. But yes, I'm gonna pop the quilt that I finished yesterday during yesterday's live on screen so you can see the pattern that I'm kind of duplicating here in what's going to be a much larger quilt. So let's go. So yeah, this is what we're working on, and we're about to have 1, 2, 3, 16 is 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 blocks. So that would be what? If we keep the 3 rows that we have, 7 per row. So let's have a look at that before we're done here. So guys, if you're new here, tell us what you do. Are you a quilter? Do you crochet? Maybe you're not doing any. We have a couple of people who show up regularly who are just hanging out with us, having a good time, enjoying the community. And I love that. Goes out of the way. All right. And let me make this big really quick so I can see it. Miss Joy says, I'm very new to quilting, but it's become my passion. Yes, it can very quickly take over your life. But I'm a crafter of all types. That's awesome. Crafting, sewing, quilting, all the things, they are so good for the soul. Very, very good for the soul. So, if you're here and you don't do any of these things, I would say, find the one that's yours. There's something so satisfying about taking something that is just, fabric on a boat and turning it into something that's amazing. like someone said earlier, like a family heirloom or something like that. Something that's passed down through the generation. I'll show you back here. I have a little puff quilt that I made for my daughter. I keep it back here. I've never actually brought it out. Switch it so you guys can see the whole thing. This is one of my early projects. One of the ladies in my quilt guild did one of these, and I just loved it. Look at that. When I tell you this thing is so heavy and so warm, it's amazing. I'm gonna do one of these on here one day. This was she loves Minnie Mouse, so I did Minnie Mouse, polka dots, and a nice little like snow or off-white glitter. So I'm just gonna toss it over here for now. But yeah, that's the joy in it, right? Taking something and making something else amazing that can be enjoyed by loved ones. So let's see.
They wanted me to be something. No, I won't say never ever. All these expectations,
They don't fit my vibe.
I'm a free spirit.
Free spirit.
Flying high, that's my new version. A different side of me. My New Year resolution is not a fantasy. I'm not losing. They wanted me to be something I'm not. No, I won't settle 'cause I know my worth. Never ever. All these expectations, they don't fit my vibe. I'm a free spirit, a bird and flying high. I feel it all around me. We're all lost in a crowd of people always searching and never will be found. I'm not losing hope, no, 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 no. They wanted me to be something I'm not. No, I won't settle 'cause I know my worth. Never ever, never ever, never ever, never ever.
So when I logged into StreamYard, that's who I use to do my live streams. Yesterday they were doing a survey, and one of the things that I said in the survey that would be nice is if the background music was a little bit more, I don't know, intuitive, like it just knew that a person is speaking and to lower it automatically. That's annoying. I can't tell that I'm fighting with the music, obviously, because I would fix it if I knew. So, and then also, like I have to switch on my screen, I have to switch back and forth between reading the comments and the music, which is a little annoying. It'd be nice if I could always see the comments, regardless of whether I'm trying to be against music or just something else. So anyway, I just mentioned that because, I love when a company strives to be better and do better and ask the opinion of the people who use it. But sometimes, people in their corporate suits don't necessarily know what's going on with people that have their boots on the ground. So these blocks right here that I've done, I did a slightly, I don't know what the word is. The angle is a little bit more. So anyway, I have left that I'm cutting away. Like I used most of the sashing between the two sides of the square. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but it's what I did. The angle was definitely different. It was less like horizontal and more like vertical. All right, so let's go take a look at. I can't believe. Again, I have so many blocks in just a short amount of time. This is a perfect project for a new quilter because I think the satisfaction of getting blocks done, it's so quick. It's so incredibly quick. So anyway, like I said, heading back over to the floor. Here we go.
It's like a movie, top down in LA. And you switching on your old friends, they just can't relate. Say that you can see right through me, but you're the one who's fake. Baby, I see what you're doing, but that just ain't the way. Now your life is like a movie, top down in LA. And you switching on your old friends, they just can't relate. Say that you can see right through me, but you're the one who's fake. Baby, I see what you're doing, but that just ain't the way. This just ain't the way, my baby. I could pull up if you ask me any day, my baby. I just hope you're doing good and staying safe, my baby. Really, I could give a fuck like who of us.
All right. Well, let's cut up these last ones. I think this is perfect timing. And I feel like I have a lot more colors to choose from. I wasn't sure I was going to try the green, but I think I definitely am. Let's see. I think this purple might look good in there too. It won't show up as bright, but it'll look good. I have this blue. And this orange is nice. Okay, actually, I have so many colors to choose from. Oh, and I have a white. Okay, awesome. I want a little bit more pink. And I do love the green. I think that actually looks very similar to the color on the butterfly. So I'm going to take that one. Oh, yellow. I have enough pinks. This green is just lovely. I was trying to choose colors that I felt matched, but I have to use this green. I just love it. I also like that blue. Kind of a blue purple. Actually, I was both of those. Okay. So I'm sure next week, I'll probably be wrapping up the last few of these blocks and piecing it together. So I've got more colors to choose from. I'm not going to cut those up right now, but I am going to finish these last few blocks. All right, so more horizontal, right? I haven't done any horizontal. I feel like that would throw the pattern off. But, you can go this way or this way. It really doesn't matter. So I'm just going to go right here and pray to the rotary. Cutter that we can get through all of these layers. Right. So just looking over there with what I have now. Let's see if I think I need more pink and yellow, which I have. I have a lot of blue already. And that's okay. I just want to switch it up a little bit. Take my love, don't waste it. Love that. Okay, so hold on. Let me get back to the comment. I don't want to miss any. Okay, so Julie agrees. She says if you don't say something, they won't know it's broke, so they can't fix it. So true. With today's AI, it should be an easy fix. Just saying. We're understanding each other, right? Pat says looks like confetti. Yeah. Love that. She says. Or Jimmy Ann's cupcakes, greedy. Oh my gosh, Pat, you're so crazy. And Ms. Joyce says, hey family, let's not forget to hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Yes, please hit the like button. Let YouTube know that small creator content is important. I'm just getting started. I actually started this channel in November of last year. But I'm loving it. I have not missed a Friday yet. The one Friday where my knee swelled up like a watermelon and I couldn't do it, I put on a rerun, we'll call it, because I just feel like it's important to, at a minimum, show up here on Friday nights. I love it. And this is what I would be doing anyway. So yes, thank you so much. Definitely subscribe. So not only does these, like, I'm here every Friday regardless, right? You can just count on that. But yesterday I did a random live, and that will pop into your feed if you've subscribed. Like, Robin, thank you so much. I did get a notification that you shared my post about yesterday's live. And thank you so much for just supporting me since I started this. Like, it means so much to me. And so, psst, hey, yay, you says sitting in bed can't sleep. So, of course, I find a sewing room because what else would I watch after being in my sewing room all day? Thank you so much. Too real, but I love it. Your fabric picks are great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, definitely tune in. This is what we're doing. This is what we love doing. And then we've got some laughing in the comments. And then Miss Joy says, are you trying to take my job? Oh, wait a minute. That's what Jackie says. Jackie is our typical hype person. She's always in here like saying, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. So, I mean, Jackie, do your thing, girl. And Miss Joy, don't apologize. Don't apologize. But Jackie did hit us up with, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love it. And then she does say, ha ha ha, I'm totally kidding. We have a great community in the chat, guys. I wish I could hear your voices, but you're definitely doing what you do. She says, where are you located time zone wise? So I'm in the Washington, D.C. area, and it is 11:09 here. What I love about YouTube is just how global it is, right? So from my analytics, I can see actually last week, besides the United States, the most watched area of my channel was Canada. Love that. Haven't been to Canada, but I definitely want to go. I also have a lot of people who watch from Australia and the Philippines. I just love that. It's so awesome. So, definitely if you're new here, let us know where you're from. Tay Tay says, yes, Ms. Joy. Linda's back. Linda, so good to see you. She says, hello, everyone. And Robin says, you're welcome. I shared tonight as well. You are the best. You are my Friday night block party bestie, Robin. I'm always so glad when I turn on the stream to see you here. And Miss Joy is saying hello to everybody else. She says, hello, beautiful queens, and at Linda's Trendy Threads. Yes, Linda has a channel as well. I have subscribed. Definitely check her out. And Robin says, are you getting snow this weekend too? I think it's in the forecast. We've been getting a lot of rain and it's been warmer. So that wasn't snow, thank God. Julie is from, so we have a couple of Julies, but this Julie is from, the chat is going so fast I'm losing it. She's from Central Oklahoma, and Robin's supposed to get 6 to 10 inches for South Jersey. Donna has probably already gotten off. She works early in the morning, but we got hit with one snow so far this winter, and we were supposed to get a second one, but it missed us, but it did hit in North Carolina. And so she sent me pictures of what it looked like when she woke up that weekend. So okay, hold on. Yes. So, and then Linda says, gotta work on sewing this evening, trying to finish up a quilt top. Girl, the pressure. Sewing is supposed to be, it's therapy. Quilting, it's, it is such a passion once you fall in love with it. But the deadlines, right? Yesterday going live was literally a coping mechanism for me, because I was like, okay, I have one day to finish this quilt. I don't want to be stressed about it. I'm just going to go live. It's just going to be a thing that I do, and it's going to be fine. And I started at 9. Actually, I was planning to start at 9:30, but my daughter went to bed a little early. Well, a lot early, as I mentioned. And so I started at 9 and I went to about 11:30. So let's see. So Linda says, gotta work on sewing this evening, trying to finish up the quilt top. Miss Joy says, keeping me on my toes. Tay Tay says, don't even say the S word, Robin. So true. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you, like, we had one lady on here who I want to say was from Washington, and she was saying it was too cold to snow. We found out that was a whole thing. If you grew up around snow, that's great, or in a region where it snows often, you know how to drive in the snow. You know, DC, we don't know what we're doing. You know, we're counting on the people in charge to at least take care of the roads the best they can. But you know, when it snows, I am at home. I am not getting in my car. I fishtailed in snow one time when I had a 4-wheel drive, and I don't even have a 4-wheel drive car now. So if it snows, my Jeep is sitting right in front of the house, not going anywhere. Linda says, as soon as I reach 500 subscribers, I'll have a giveaway. That is awesome. Definitely check out Linda over at Linda's Trendy Threads. She has a goal. She's trying to reach 500 subscribers. So like, subscribe, and comment over there. And psst, yeah, you tell us your name. If you have in the comments, I apologize. I might have listed, but she says she is from Lake Ontario. It's 11:11. Yeah, so we're in the same time zone. And Robin says, I know, Nate, I don't want it. I know the snow just melted. We don't need any more. And Nate says, yeah, I know, right? So anyway, Linda loves the snow. We're not going to hold that against you. Oh, Miss Joyce from Los Angeles. You know, I love California. I've done a couple of silent retreats out near Monterey Bay. I just feel like my soul resonates with California. I would love to retire there, but you know, I don't know what's in the cards for me, but welcome. California family is family. We love it here. So glad you found us. All right, so I'm going to get back to sewing and switching back over to the music section. StreamYard. Let me pick this song. Okay. Says good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I typically go to about 12. Um, Sometimes about 11:30, I start making mistakes, and I'm like, okay, I'm cut it short. But I'm so glad you found us too, and we will see you next Friday. Mhm. All right, so we have some new people in the chat, and I've gotten behind. Julie went to bed. All the best Marketing LLC. Welcome to the channel. I got you a couple of months ago, Miss Joy. I think I found you through Practical Things and Big Boots. I don't remember. Okay, so we got some connections going on. Jackie says, welcome to all the best. And Uniquely Done, Linda Gray. I have a channel too, she says. I have not dropped any new material in 2 months because of my health. Girl, don't I know? But I'm improving and that will change. Well, we will definitely check you out. And Nate says, glad you're feeling better. Yes, all the well wishes. And Miss Joy says, I love the theme song. I mean, Jackie says to Miss Joy, I love the theme song. So let's see. We got a couple of new people. Loving it, loving that. Welcome. Okay, Julie says, good night, everybody. She is dropping off. I totally get it. What you guys don't know is every other night of the week, I'm in bed by 9:30. So this is my one night where I do, in fact, keep it going. So, and we will be wrapping up here shortly. Let's see. Switching back over to our music. I know we listened to this already, but I just love this song. It just feels so authentic and resonates with me. Be you, and I'm gonna be me. Everybody's got it. That is it for the night. Sewing machine.
challenge is to keep the love, make it last
last forever, maybe. Should have known right from the start. I keep chasing you until you melt my heart, 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 until you melt my heart. I like you like my favorite ice cream, favorite ice cream, favorite ice cream. Such a shame that you're playing just a game, playing just a game, playing just a game. I keep chasing you, chasing you. 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 I keep. We have traveled the same path, next to each other, baby. But we never really did travel together. No, no. We should have known right from the start. I keep chasing you until you melt my heart, until you melt my heart, until you melt my heart, until you melt my heart.
All right, so these are not 100%. Some are more even than others, but again, I am going to trim them down. They started at 6-inch squares. I'm going to trim them down to about 5 or 3/4, so that they're all nice and even. Let's go ahead and put these down on the floor and see what we did tonight.
Just a game, playing just a game, playing just a game.
Whoops, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Just wanted to show you guys just a little bit closer up. Yeah, what it looks like. All right, so there you go. That's what we did tonight. I love it. So again, I do have to trim up those blocks a little bit. I didn't do that tonight. I just wanted you guys to see the fun. If you didn't see it up close when I showed you up close, it's those are butterflies, not necessarily polka dots, but I love that they do look like polka dots from a distance. It's going to be so cute and colorful when it's done. I have about 1.5 yards of the fabric, and so I'm just going to work and make blocks until I run out, and we'll see how big it gets. For those of you who have maybe just joined us, I'm just going to show you on the screen what the baby quilt that uses the same pattern that I made yesterday. Let's see. So that was, the name is done in a raw edge applique where I just basically downloaded the letters from Canva, used some steam and fabric, cut it all out, and ironed it on, and then went around in a blanket stitch to do the name. So I thought that would be a nice little personal touch for little baby Josiah. But yeah, that is it for us tonight, guys. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time at Oh So Happy, I am oh so happy that you are here. We're here every Friday night doing something quilty. If I'm not making a quilt, I'm doing something. But I just love it and enjoy meeting all of you through the chat. Jackie says, that's awesome, B. I can't believe how much you got done tonight. I know, me too, right? It's such a quick and easy pattern. So I would definitely recommend it for beginners. And it looks, once finished, it looks so much more complicated than it really is. So anyway, yes, Tay, a good night, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next week. Bye.